Hi, I'm Tyler Bowles. I'm a sophomore at Clemson University. I attended the bridge program last year, and now I successfully passed the bridge. And yesterday I attended a new student dialogue called The Privileges Through Clemson Lens. There was a lot of quiet people right at first, but as we got going, everybody started talking to each other, and it turned out to be a good experience. Um, we completed this social identity wheel, and that's mainly how we started it. And it included us making a wheel somewhat like this. I don't know if you can see, but we all had to complete this wheel, and it included us putting our such things like our ethnicity, our socioeconomic class, our gender, our sexual orientation, our age, just stuff like that. And I wasn't real sure where it was going right at first, but then I realized later what it was. Um, I come from a Jewish background, family's middle class. Um, I'm 20 years old, and my origin is, of course, USA. And one of the interesting questions it asked was your physical, emotional, and developmental ability. I at first was confused, but later understood why they asked this. We started off by getting into groups after we filled out this wheel, and and to get in our groups, we just split up randomly with numbers, and we had 3 people per group, and they told us we had to tell each other people about what we put in our wheel. Um, at first, it made you feel a little bit vulnerable. It it made and I was wondering why. Of course, I was wondering why I was there at first, but it got better, and I played the role of kind of just kind of telling other people about myself at first, and it was. I mean, it wasn't hard, but it just made you feel a little bit vulnerable because of the other people that you were with. They were. I mean, they were. It made me feel better after I realized that they were more like me. They had a lot of the same. Of course, they were both of the other guys were from the same place. One of them even had a Jewish background. Of course, I'm Christian, but I have great grandparents who are Jewish, and that was hard to. I mean, it was weird at first telling other people about that, but it got better. And then after we split out of our groups, we went into separate we formed 3 lines of about 10 people, and we he asked us, the mediator asked us questions such as like advantages and disadvantages of at Clemson University, and like you had to take a step forward if you had this, like, say, one of the questions were if you were a transfer student, take a step back. If you owned a car, uh, take a step forward. Um, and I understood after it was done, and everybody was separated in different areas. It made me realize why they were doing that, because it was just showing a different perspective. It was putting everything in perspective for us. And after that, we sat back down and we discussed some of the issues or some of the questions as to why it was a disadvantage. And one of the main ones was whether being a male or female on campus was an advantage. And the girls argued that they some girls argued that they did have an advantage of being a girl because they couldn't think of any disadvantages they had. And then some guys said that they had advantages because they got more. I mean, of course, like that one person said that there was like if you wanted to go to parties and stuff like that, it was much easier when you were a girl. Another one was Greek life, the advantages of being in that. And then we talked about um, how being compared to Greek life without being in Greek life, how you had that advantage. And it was interesting getting to hear everybody's opinion on that. And it was a good experience. I wish that the only thing I would change is if it was at a different time. I would say that this maybe needed to be first instead of last in the semester to take up so much time. Because of course everybody's going to wait to the last minute to do it, like I did. But besides that, it was a good experience, and I think they should continue doing it. Thank you.